Welcome home, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my chill, relaxing winter nighttime routine. So now that the days are literally only 2 hours long, my winter nighttime routine starts pretty early. I'm a huge morning person, so my mornings are all about productivity, whereas my nights are all about relaxation and self-care. Once the sun goes down, which is at like 4 o'clock now, I like to make the house feel cozy, so I'll turn on all the lamps, light some candles, set the mood. Since I do intermittent fasting anyways, I already eat dinner pretty early, so usually I'll start cooking around 5:30ish. Tonight I decided to make a comfort classic, good old mac and cheese, but vegan style of course. Cooking for myself is an act of self-love because it really lets me get creative and focus on nourishing my body and satisfying my cravings. I love letting my creativity flow in the kitchen, not really following a recipe, just kind of honestly winging it half the time. Dinner is the meal that I always look forward to the most, and I always love coming up with new recipes with whatever ingredients that I have laying around the house. So for the mac and cheese, I basically just cooked up some shell pasta and strained it. I saved a little bit of the pasta water, of course, and then I added in 4 different vegan cheeses. So I had Parmesan, vegan provolone, feta, and cheddar, and of course some vegan butter and garlic powder. I also made some breadcrumbs with a slice of bread that I toasted, so I added those on top along with some vegan bacon bits. And I wanted to get some of my veggies in as well, so I steamed some broccoli as a side. Usually I like to watch something while I eat dinner, or if I have a lot of work left to do, I'll work on it while I eat. But today I just watched the Great British Baking Show because to say I am obsessed would be a severe understatement. I literally cannot stop watching this show. I've only seen the most recent season and the one before that, but I'm kind of like working myself backwards. I'm literally obsessed. If any of you guys watch it, let me know. So after dinner, I just cleaned up the kitchen a bit, washed my dishes, tidied up. I really like my space and the house to be clean before going to bed so that when I wake up, I don't have to worry about a mess. I also cleaned up my bedroom a little bit, put some clothes and random things away just to make my space a little bit more clear. Then I sometimes like to make myself something warm, like a nice cup of tea, so I just made myself one of those. I think this one was like a calming lavender tea, which is obviously perfect for bedtime. I changed out of my clothes and got into something cozier, although these days, honestly, it's usually just changing out of one pair of sweats and into another. I like to watch a few Skillshare videos before going to bed to spark my creativity and hopefully get myself inspired for the next day. This video is sponsored by Skillshare, so thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community where millions come together to spark their creativity with thousands of classes for curious people with different topics from photography, entrepreneurship, music production, creative writing, marketing, graphic design, and so many more. Skillshare is for everybody, whether you're a beginner or a pro or just a lifelong learner. Most classes are under 60 minutes with short lessons, so it's super easy to fit into any schedule. I've recently been loving the Creativity Unleashed class that's all about learning how to share your voice online in a creative way. It's classes like this one that help me get inspired, especially when I'm in a creative rut. For less than $10 a month with an annual subscription, you can find inspiration and learn how to express your creativity. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. So to start winding down for the night, I like to light some candles in my room and do some bedtime journaling. I've been journaling a lot recently, both in the mornings and at night. The mornings are when I typically plan my day out and write some of my goals, but at night I like to spend my time reflecting on the day and releasing all of my thoughts. Nighttime for me is a time to think and ponder about things, chill out, reflect, and take care of myself. Oftentimes, it's the only time I truly have to myself, so I like to spend it really focusing on self-love and self-care. After brushing my teeth, it is time to do my skincare. My nighttime skincare routine is literally my ritual, and I really take the time to cleanse my skin, get it hydrated and nourished for the next day. I have all of the products from my skincare routine mentioned below if you are curious. I like to start out by cleansing my face, getting rid of any makeup, sweat, or dirt. Then I go in with my toner, making sure all of the product is absorbed and patted into my skin. Next, I exfoliate using a chemical exfoliant, and then toner again, being gentle with my skin throughout the process. After the second toner, I use a serum. Sometimes I use a couple of them, it kind of just depends. and I tone again for the third and final time. Then I moisturize. At night, I like to use a thicker, more heavy moisturizer for extra hydration, especially in the winter months when everything is drier. We usually turn the heater on in the house at night, and this really dries out my skin, so it's important that I don't hold back on the moisturization. After moisturizing, I usually sleep with an overnight mask on. They absorb into my skin overnight, and then I wake up with extra hydrated and soothed skin. Then, after getting into bed, I turn on my bedside light and do a little bit of reading, or sometimes I go on TikTok or watch Netflix. It really depends on my mood, and every night is a little bit different. I also always sleep with a jar of water beside my bed because drinking water is the last thing I do before I sleep and the first thing that I do when I wake up. Reading always helps me to get ready for sleep as opposed to being on my phone. I find that I sleep much quicker and much better when I read right before bed. Right now, I am currently reading The Monkey Wrench Gang, though I am finally almost done with this book. Then I will blow my candles out so that my house does not burn down, and I will turn out the lights, hang out with Dirtle for a little bit. He always hops up on my bed when it's bedtime and sleeps with me all night, so I like to spend some time just petting him, hanging out with him a little bit. So I don't always set an alarm, but if I do have a busy day planned the next day, I will typically set my alarm for 5:30 or 6, even though I'm never up later than 7 on any given day. Also, I totally forgot to say what time I typically go to bed. Since I'm not a really big night person, it's kind of hard for me to stay up late, to be honest, and since I wake up so early, I usually go to bed between anywhere from 9 to 11, though recently, it's been a lot closer to 9 than to 11. So that is it for my nighttime routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and always keep in mind that every night is different, and of course, not every single night looks like this. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Good night!